Do you have your passport? Did you get your
shots? Girl, would you like to come back with Tom
to America?
What's going on, Frenchy?
Hello, everybody.
Welcome, konnichiwa.
Hello to our international listeners.
Ni
If
hao,
there's any
ma.
of you still left.
What does that mean?
Just
There's
means,
been a war.
Well, I just think...
Oh, my God.
Sorry.
You're very repulsive today. I watched you eat. It's very fucking concerning.
I was getting it out of the way early, so everyone's like, okay, he's cleared his throat now. He's going to be speaking clearly for the whole podcast.
It's weird you wouldn't do that before.
Yeah, fuck you. I don't care about you. We've got a massive podcast coming up for you today. It's a long weekend for those who don't know. It's all the losers who have jobs have this Monday off. So what did you do on the Monday?
We're right here on Monday. What do you mean?
Okay.
I'm right next to you.
It's the Queen's birthday, like, lol, but it's not even.
What do you reckon the Queen does, isn't it?
I don't think so. I think it's... Well, do you think her birthday falls on a Monday every year? No.
I don't know. Why call it the Queen's birthday?
I think it's just like tradition.
That's fucking stupid.
Yeah, I think.
What do you reckon she does on her birthday? Do you reckon she's got like little Guatemalan slaves who eat her pussy or something?
Pussy for sure. I was thinking she would have to. That'd be like later.
It'd be like her weekly clean out of her pussy, all the dust in there and shit. They'd get in there with hoovers and.
You don't think the corgis get it?
The corgis
get into it.
She just chucks some Marmite on her muff.
Well, I think at some point people would notice Guatemalan slaves going into the palace.
I reckon they got tunnels.
Oh, okay, tunnels.
Yeah. They only need to be child size. I reckon they're underage.
Like in V. Fuck, that's early. Like in V for Vendetta, they've got secret. Nope.
I couldn't remember that movie. I just think of Anonymous.
Yeah. What?
You know the dudes from Anonymous? They wear the V for Vendetta masks.
They like Guatemalan.
I'm not sure. They might. They're anonymous. You don't know who they are.
So what's coming up in the podcast today, Tom?
I don't know, man.
Oh, bro.
I'm not a fucking index.
We're teasing them. It's like
I don't know why you're teasing it so much. We were just talking about how we don't have much to talk about.
Yeah, we don't have anything.
And you're fucking trying to throw me under the bus.
You didn't even bring the list we wrote.
Yeah, that's right. Because I'm going to freestyle.
Okay. What's the first topic, Tom?
I'm still on what the Queen does for her birthday.
Oh, I guess people would sing a happy birthday.
Who? She doesn't have friends.
She's
the
Harry
Queen.
And William. Hello, Mother.
Do they live at home?
Hello, Mother. Happy birthday. I'm like, oh, thank you, dear. I bought you a Guatemalan.
Doesn't she seem very old to be their mums? Don't you reckon? She's pretty fucking old.
She's not their mums.
There you go.
Isn't Diana their mums?
Oh, so she's their great-grandmother.
She's their grandma.
I thought it was like Queen, Prince, you know?
She's their grandma, bro.
So why are they princes?
I don't fucking know. What?
Isn't the prince belong to the Queen? It's like son and daughter.
I think the whole line of succession is weird. I think even just having a queen is weird in this day and age.
And that we have a queen. It makes no sense.
Yeah.
If Australia had a queen, who would it be?
Oh, Kylie Minogue, probably.
True.
Kylie or Toadie from Neighbours.
He'd be the queen.
Or king. Or...
He looks like a king.
He'd be royalty.
Don't you reckon he looks like the new
Shannon
king?
Knoll would be royalty.
Yep. Okay.
Paul Hogan.
Right. Does he even live in Australia? I don't even think of him as Australian anymore.
Yeah, but that's because he's so kingly.
I haven't seen him at the shops once.
It's because he's in his castle.
Is he?
Wrestling crocodiles.
Wow.
Come on. What do you got for us?
What are you talking
about? You said
about?
You've got it all planned out. What's the next topic of the podcast?
You're freaking me out today. There's something weird about you. Yeah, you've really thrown me on... You really give me creep vibes. I feel like this is what Michael Jackson's Victims felt like.
I feel like you can't drive a podcast. That's what I feel like, Tom.
I feel like you can't drive a car because your arms are too skinny.
I'll catch a train anyway, so suck my dick. That's what
I'll
say.
Get the list. I'll get the list.
There you go. You couldn't go 3 minutes driving the podcast. I'm the driving guy. Oh, sorry, producer Tom. Fucking give me some feedback. So, guys, we got a massive podcast. I am
not the producer.
Wrote on Facebook today on our page. I said, happy long weekend,
Oh,
Tom's
so now
children.
You can make stuff up, but you don't have a list.
I just wanted you to do it. I wanted you to pull your fucking weight for once. Happy weekend, Tom's children.
It's gone to shit.
Hope you have your passport. We're about to give the pedo jar a workout and record a red hot potty. Who's got some topics they want in it?
Did you bring the pedo jar?
Or questions? Yes, I did.
Where is it?
It's in my asshole. Then we got to start this off with some questions, some topics you gave to us. Luther wrote, "Do you reckon if you two had a kid, he would turn out as a chubba chub?"
You don't get that?
No,
Like
does he mean a chubba
big
chub?
head and a skinny
I thought he meant a
body.
chuppa chup, like the lollipop.
That's what he means.
No, that's chubba chub.
I don't know.
That's with B's, not P's.
Chopper. Are you sure it's? I don't even know how it's spelled.
If Rolf Harris and Tom had a love child, what celebrity would it be?
Frenchy.
No, that's not true. When is the next chapter of Frenchy's granddad porno coming out?
Yeah.
Yes.
Why haven't you found one in a
I'll
while?
find another one soon. What are your favourite insults, Tom?
Favorite insults to other people?
What? Oh, you mean that you get received?
Yeah, like
Okay,
giving
both.
or receiving.
Both. Giving first.
Giving.
You want to insult someone? What do you say?
Oh, that's a good question. I guess I go. I like Muppet. Muppet's a good one.
Muppet, that is a good one.
It's quite innocent, but also like kind of offensive.
Like cunthole.
Cunthole.
It's quite
Fuckhead.
innocent.
I like fuckhead.
It depends on I go through stages. Like I'll have a month where I'm saying like.
You like racial slurs.
No, that's not true. You can't just throw me under the bus like that.
You like the N-word.
No. What insults do you like to
I like
receive?
receive. Dick cheese.
Who's called you a dick
Oi,
cheese
dick
before?
cheese.
Who has ever called you a
Oi,
dick
dick cheese. What's going on? Why'd you sniff?
Well, I was trying to smell. Like, how would they know you had dick cheese to call you it?
Because you smell like parmesan.
Mm.
Knob jockey.
I just said that one. You just
Did
copied
you?
that off me.
I definitely tuned out.
How's this guy wrote? Talk about strange names. I'm sure Frenchy pronouncing weird names would be hilarious.
What do you call
I can pronounce names. I'm not.
Say mirror.
Yeah, that's not a. Oh, you are all wrong about that.
Say it.
Mirror. There you go. So suck mirror.
That wasn't even right.
Mirror. There you go. I can say it. Tom's not such a bad guy. He's the only person I know that actually slows down to 40 kilometers at school zones.
True.
And
Just have a look.
That's
outside hours.
That's got the most likes out of any of them. Was OJ guilty? I want a full investigation.
I think people have investigated it.
No, we're turning this into a crime podcast.
Do you reckon he was innocent or guilty?
OJ?
Mm.
Okay, here's what's crazy. Who got named first? The nickname first. Orange Juice got called OJ first, or?
I'd say Orange Juice.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
What's OJ's actual name?
His real name is...
You don't even know because he was the original OJ.
You
and
think
they
he was
named Orange
before
Juice?
Juice?
No, I reckon it was always called Orange Juice. And
I'm trying to think what his real name was.
OJ comes in, they're like, oh, that's sick. We should start calling other OJ things OJ. And Orange Juice just, he popularized
Interesting
the
theory.
term.
What's a name that starts with O? Like a person's name.
Authored.
Authored. like someone who wrote a book?
Yeah, like crossed with an orphan. Authored.
Ostrich.
That's actually, there's no names that start with O.
Oliver.
No.
Okay, no.
That's something you eat.
Oliver.
Olive.
I can't see him being an Oliver, though. Orpheus.
It's Oliver. It must be Oliver.
Orpheus.
I'm going to look up what his name is. Orpheus. So it's Morpheus's brother, you reckon?
Yeah, potentially.
That's good. I believe that.
He could be an Orpheus for sure.
OJ's name. It is... You will never guess it. Orenthal James.
Fuck, no wonder he went by
Orenthal.
That
Thal.
looks like it says Oriental with a few letters taken out.
Oriental James. There you go.
Oriental Jones.
Someone else just posted a picture of skeletons having sex. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be me or not. Because they're quite thin.
Where was that? How did they make them hump? The skeletons were going for it, dude.
Talk about Tom's prison charges.
No,
He's still under investigation. He can't really bring that up.
They haven't been convicted yet.
Take the piss out of State of Origin.
State of Origin. When was that? Wednesday.
Wednesday. As we mentioned last week, the greatest state in the world, New South Wales, was taken on Queensland.
I literally don't know who won State of Origin.
You don't even know who won. How do you not know who won?
Well, I don't care. Normally I hear about it, but I mustn't have checked Facebook that evening.
Have a guess.
Queensland.
Maybe. You'll never know.
Yeah.
You will never know.
It'll never really cross my mind.
Last question, Tom. Would you prefer to touch one Frenchy-sized kid or 20 kid-sized Frenchies?
Fuck, imagine a Frenchy-sized kid for starters. Obviously, I'd touch 20 kid-sized Frenchies. Then they'd grow up to be exactly the same.
I would love to clone myself.
Why?
If you had a clone of yourself, what would you do?
I'd just get him to do all the stuff I don't want to do.
But if he's your clone, he wouldn't want to do it either. So why would he?
Because
I don't think you've thought this through.
I'd trick him. I'd be like, dude.
But he's your clone, so he'd be up for the tricks.
You don't know how clones work?
I do.
No.
That's the whole point of clones.
They're not in your head.
Same.
They're not in your head,
but they
though.
think the same as you. So he would be thinking, fuck, I should get this clone of me, because you don't even know who the clone is anymore.
Yeah, true. That's what's that Arnold Schwarzenegger movie? Where he's like, someone is in my house eating my birthday
The
cake.
Terminator.
With my family. No,
Kindergarten Cop.
Sixth day.
Kindergarten Cop.
No.
It's not a penis.
Do you know they remade Kindergarten Cop?
No, they didn't.
Yeah, they did with
an actual kindergarten as the cop. That's sick.
A whole kindergarten as the cop.
A kindergartner
no,
as the cop.
No, it was with Dolph Lundgren, I think his name is.
No, they didn't. Lies. Tom's telling lies, everyone.
Well, it's very easy to prove.
Yep.
Just look into your heart. You'll see the answer. So did you watch State of Origin then?
Yeah, I watched it.
You didn't sound like you had fun.
We lost. Good on you, Queenslanders. It's not a big deal. There's been some better sporting events.
Go.
The Wollongong Quidditch League.
Is that a real thing?
Yeah, why not? Some Aussie chick just won the French Open, Ash Barty Party.
Oh, yeah?
Mm.
That's good.
And Tom's written her a poem just to celebrate that achievement.
Ash Party, she eats lots of beans and she's farty. That's it. Thoughts?
Yeah, I don't know. Engrave it on the trophy. That'd be. That's what sucks about tennis. Can't really party hard enough if you win. If you win like a team sport, like
you've got people to go out with.
You got 11 on the field. You got all the subs. You got the coaches.
People side eye you when you go out with the ball boys.
Nose beers everywhere, but just one tennis player. It's like you, and the coach is like, "Fucking good on ya." And then
It's usually the tennis player's dad who beats them into success anyway.
Yeah.
That's usually how tennis works.
And that's the one day they don't get hit is if they win the tournament.
Yeah, that's right.
Which is memorable in a way.
Yeah, good on them.
It's a tricky one. It's that fine line between how much do you want to be pushed to succeed. Because I'll take not a beating a day, but if it was going to get me to number one tennis player, okay?
You want to be a tennis player all of a sudden.
This is a hypothetical, Tom. And I think we've all thought about this. I wish my parents pushed me more, you know? Like, I'm not saying hit me, but spat on me at least.
Yeah.
Some sort of mental scarring. Maybe I would have succeeded in life.
Yeah, I mean, Tosh.0 has a bit where he says, like, it's a fine line where you push your son to be great like Michael Jackson, but you push him too far and he touches kids. So it's like a fine line. You're playing a dangerous game.
So that's what happened to you?
Me, yeah.
Well, the Serena Williams, the Venus Williams one's very interesting about their dad.
What happened?
Pretty much he just decided they're going to be tennis players. So he wanted to get them into a different sport, but then he realized how much money they were in tennis.
Fuck. He got lucky. I reckon a lot of families do that, and nothing comes of it.
As you know, tennis wasn't, especially when the time they were growing up, it wasn't that popular sport for African Americans. They were more into like basketball and stuff like that. And then there was so much money. He's like, you know what? He learned tennis himself. He wasn't already, when he decided I'm going to get my girls into tennis, he actually learned it himself. He never knew how to play before that. And there's going to be a movie coming out about it starring Will Smith, because he doesn't get enough roles.
Is there actually?
Yeah, he's going to be Serena Williams' dad.
Fuck, he's done really well for a YouTuber.
He's crossing over.
He is impressive.
Went straight to YouTube Rewind to Aladdin, and now he's doing biopics.
Fuck.
Shout out. That's the career I want.
You want to do Aladdin?
Yes, Will Smith's career. Me and my clone.
You could start doing tennis if you had a clone.
That's
you could do
what the
doubles.
best thing about having a clone would be.
That'd be sick. You could
Yeah.
practice together. You can give each other hand jobs. It'd be pretty all
Well,
round
that's
fun.
what I wanted to ask you. Is it inbreeding if you not fuck your clone, but tug your clone's dick?
Does it count as sucking your own dick if you get them to suck it? If you're 69,
It does count as sucking your own dick. Yes, of course it does.
But it's technically someone else doing
Well,
it.
he's sucking your own dick, his own dick.
Is he though?
Yes.
It's two separate entities.
It's weird being on the other side. I think that's the problem today.
Did
I'm
we
not,
swap?
I'm not used to turning left and looking at you. Yeah, someone wrote in the YouTube comments.
They told us to or not to?
They said, you're sitting on different sides. It's weirding me the fuck out.
Yeah,
Usually I put my right arm around you like this.
Oh, don't touch me.
So,
Why are your fingers so bony?
what was your best long weekend ever, Tom?
Best? You're creeping me out. I can't think of long weekend specific things. It's very specific. What was yours?
I went to the Queen's house. Big orgy, Guatemalans, clones.
Really?
Yeah,
I
you
knew
don't
it.
even know. You don't
knew
even know.
Do you know people get awards? We looked this up before. People get awards on the Queen's birthday weekend. What did you say they were called?
Order of Australia's, I believe.
Order of Australia. All right, out of this list, you've got to fuck one, marry one, kill one. Okay, these are Order of Australia recipients.
These are the recipients of the biggest, or would you say the biggest award of the year?
I don't fucking
Yes,
know. I've
we
only
would.
just heard of it.
We would. We're hyping it, cunt. Fuck.
Nah, it's not that good. All right, Ida Buttrose, Hugh Jackman, or Eric Bana. Fuck one, marry one, kill one.
Good question. Who's Ida Buttrose for everyone overseas
She
listeners?
Who cares? She's just
I
some
don't actually
old
know either.
old lady. She's like a journalist, I guess.
She's a journalist. Is
She
she a
hosts some
journalist?
stuff.
For some reason I thought she was like in the mining industry.
What the fuck?
What?
That's fucking random.
How would I know who Ida?
She's like on the
I
project
thought
or
it was
Studio
a joke
10.
name. I saw you write that down. I thought it was a joke name. Ida.
Ida.
Oh, that's a much more normal name.
Well, it's correct.
But Rose.
Yeah.
You're telling me that's a real name.
Her butt smells like roses.
I get it. But
It's her name, bro. I didn't name the bitch.
I've seen that name before, and every time I thought it was a joke. I honestly did. And I'm like, I laugh.
Mm.
I'll tell my friends about that name. Butt Rose. Okay, I'm going to look her up. Ida, Butt. It's like something like Bart Simpson would prank Mo with.
Yeah.
Is there an Ida here? Ida Butt Rose. Do you ever do prank calls?
We've gone through this.
Oh, fuck.
I literally did one with your voice, bro, on this podcast.
Yeah, she's pretty hot.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, she's a businesswoman. Suck my dick.
She's on Studio 10, bro.
As a businesswoman. I'd fuck her, obviously. Hugh Jackman I'd kill.
Why would you kill Hugh Jackman?
I don't know. Everyone likes him.
Mm.
And I can't kill Ida Buttrose because that'd be sexist. So it's either Hugh Jackman or Eric Bana. And I'm not killing Eric Bana. He played the Hulk, bro. That's way better than Wolverine.
Is it?
Yep. Well, and he was on The Castle. Hugh Jackman was never on
Did
the
you
movie
see that,
The Castle.
What was that show he did based on the podcast recently? He was in a Netflix show. Wasn't very good. I didn't
Mean Girls.
Nope.
The Office.
You're out of it today. Have you been drinking again? Did you drink last night?
Let's have a vote below. See, who do you think's out of it today? Tom or me?
Did you drink last night?
No, did you work on the roads? Why are you in a fluoro fucking t-shirt, mate?
All right, Sunflower Boy. Who are you? Post Malone
Oh,
songs?
you don't think this is a good shirt? This is by my sponsor, Breakfast Shirts.
They didn't sponsor this episode.
Oh, fuck them then. While we're doing that break to plug our sponsors, we don't have any this week. So make sure you're getting your tickets to my band's shows, frenchycomedy.com/music. We're going every cool place in Australia, apart from a lot of them. We're going to Sydney, Brisbane, and Melbourne. And at the end of the episode, I'm going to play you a song from the band, and we're going to do it's going to be a hype up fest. Every week, I'm going to hype you up by the uncovered gems, undiscovered gems, I should say. Oh, fuck, that light's burning my shoulder. I like it. What are you looking at, Tom?
I was going to get... Last week we missed our reviews.
Oh,
and
straight
the
into
week
them.
before. So I reckon it'd be good to get them out early, because by the end we're over it.
Yeah, it's going to be a short podcast, guys. It's going to be a 3-minute podcast this week.
It's a Frenchy's sex of a podcast.
3 minutes.
You're welcome.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
You said you were.
What
hyping
is
up.
actually the longest you've ever done? Without I'm not going to be like, oh, you're
Bro,
a hero.
I don't know.
You know, I'm not going to be like, oh,
I
you're
told
a hero.
you. I told you on our live podcast. I avoid anything that can tell the time.
Yeah, but
So it's always fine.
but you can have a guess.
No, I can't. I black out.
Okay.
I'm in a
0
sex
to
swing with a
5.
gag in my mouth.
5 to 15, 15 to 30.
Are you asking what age range I enjoy?
No. 30 to an hour to an hour and a half.
2 days.
You've had sex for 2 days.
It was the best long week ever. It was me, Ida Buttrose, Hugh Jackman, and Eric Banner in a fucking train. And then at the end of the train,
Choo, all aboard.
and at the end of the train, Ida Buttrose was eating out the Queen.
Oh,
Yeah,
lovely,
it was hot.
lovely.
What's the crazy sex story from Frenchy?
Oh, it's too many to pick from. But I
Didn't a
don't-
chick once say to you that she wants to eat your ass in a lift?
Yeah, but that was the famous one. I say famous, but that was the one I talk about on stage. It's part of my special World's Worst Adult. And it's all true because it's essentially, long story short, it's about the time I had sex to Frozen.
Ah, yes.
But it's a very long story about how I picked up a girl from Tinder when we had a day sex, which was
Day
weird.
sex,
It's
yeah.
weird, man.
Sober.
It's weird. I didn't, because I wasn't expecting it, but then we ended up going back to the hotel because we were going to get swimmers. And then while I was there, I was just like, fuck, I should have a crack at least. and that's what I said, is like, I go, oh, you want to watch a movie? She goes, yeah, why not? I go, just pick one. It was from my hard drive. And she could have picked any movie, and she picked Frozen. And that's why. And in my mind,
that movie gets you off, hey?
and I liked it. And they as far as cartoon characters, they're pretty hot.
Right.
Have you seen it?
I don't think I've seen Frozen.
The two main chicks are fucking stunners. Like, call a spade a spade. And get their cartoons. But they're based on hot girls, so they're fucking.
I feel like you're really into this. I think that was what got
But
you
it
there.
wasn't about that at all. It was more like, I was like, fuck, that is the least sexy movie ever. I'm like, there's no way I'm going to be able to.
What's the worst movie you could imagine having sex to? If you had to, like, if it was like you'd struggle to get hard watching.
Like Sesame Street would be hard. I know that's not a movie.
I get what you're saying. I'm trying to think of one.
I guess any horror.
Like The Hills Have Eyes with those
like,
fucking mutants.
And that Hostel movie. Do you know what I mean?
Saw.
So, I guess anything too funny is bad too, because then I'll start laughing during it.
Yeah, true. If there's like a good zinger.
For sure. And like, especially if it's a movie I like, I'll start
Have you ever
watching it.
laugh came? That'd be weird.
No, I've never laughed game. But like, if it's a good movie, I'll sort of half watch it, or at least be like, oh, that was good. I once pulled this chick. Fuck. Should we put on Wolf of Wall Street?
Yeah.
Great movie. And she was a bit of like
She was more Jonah Hill than Margot Robbie.
no. She was just like, I don't know how to say this nicely. There was scenes in Wolf of Wall Street, and she's like, I've done that, yeah. And it was like
Right.
gangbangs and like shit like that. I was like,
Right.
oh, this is a bit
Wow.
much.
Would you say she was
So, would I say she was like the queen? Is that what you?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck this one. This is the girl. I met her out. We went out for some drinks, and I was like, I got a beer. I was like, what do you want? She goes, Red Bull. I was like, no worries. She got a Red Bull. Okay. I'll go. I'm getting another beer. You want something? She goes, yeah, I'll get another Red Bull, thanks. She had 3 of them on the date.
Wow. So she wasn't.
3 Red Bulls.
That's crazy. Does she have like a BMX sponsorship or something?
No, she doesn't. Yeah, but anyway, she was and then we started doing stuff during Wolf of Wall Street. I was fingering her, and she's going, "Oh, that's so good. Oh my goodness. Oh, don't stop." I looked up, and she's watching the fucking movie. She's saying it like a robot. She's going, "Oh, don't stop. Oh my goodness."
Bro, how
Like,
could...
fuck.
It was probably a fucking huge pinger eyes from having all those Red Bulls. Bro, you fingered a fucking ADD person.
Well, that's what I've got. I've got like all these sex stories written in, ready to do on stage.
Right.
Because it's just actually a lot easier than writing actual jokes. Is just having bad sex. It's so much easier than writing some clever jokes. You know what I mean?
You'd have a lot of stories. You'd have a lot.
Well,
Would you
not a
ever...
lot, but
Would you ever do one of those live sex shows in Amsterdam or something? I had a mate who once ate a banana out of a stripper's vagina.
oh, you mean and not getting paid? You mean just volunteering?
Yeah.
No. You got to pay me for that.
To eat the banana? Or
Yes.
put the banana in your asshole?
Either.
Have you ever been to one of those shows?
No, I haven't.
Have you
Tell
been to
us about it.
Amsterdam?
Tell us about it.
I haven't been.
I've been to Amsterdam.
Yeah, I didn't go to this live sex shows though.
I went, where was I? Must have been 19. I was in Amsterdam and I stayed at a hostel famous for smoking heaps of marijuana, which is
What do you
awesome.
mean? Yeah, that's
But
the
you
whole
can look,
fucking
you
place.
just look online. When you're booking trips, you look online reviews of hostels, and this one's like this
Right.
is the party one. This is
right.
where you got to go. Blah blah.
Because they have
blah.
like those like franchises like Bulldog or something.
Yeah,
right?
it was one of those
Yeah,
ones. It
yeah.
was like the pig one. It was
Oh,
like a
yeah,
fucking pig
yeah.
one.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And so I stayed there, and I didn't know anyone. I was by myself because my mate we just split off. So I found a few real ones in my hostel room. We went out and got weed, and then we just smoked in the hostel for 4 days and just watched MTV.
That's a wild trip.
It was pretty bad. Like,
Ex-
we didn't do any. I went to the red light district once. I was heaps stoned. Fuck, have you been in the red light district?
Yeah, I can't remember it that well.
That's in Amsterdam. You said you haven't been there.
What are you talking about?
I'm so confused right now.
I've been to Amsterdam. I haven't been to a live sex show.
Oh, okay. So, got
Yeah.
ya.
But yeah, I've walked through and they're in the windows and shit. And they say that if you take photos of them, someone throws like piss on you from a bucket on the roof or something.
I would love to get that job.
Throwing the piss.
Imagine that's someone's job.
That is
And they,
funny,
like,
bro.
And they're just along the rooftop and they get a buzz which doorway it happens. They just fucking run. They got the buckets set up above all
That
the
would be
different
fucking-
girls. Number 17, fucking go. Go,
Imagine
Sebastian.
getting the wrong
He just
person
fucking
as well.
starts
Imagine
going.
just... Fuck, I'm pretty sure I got hit with a cup of piss before. I was at a fucking festival, and you know how some people, they're in the mosh pit and they don't want to leave?
Yeah.
And I'm pretty
You just
sure I
piss
got
in
hit with
cup.
a plastic cup, and I could feel warm, and I was like, "That's got to be piss." But like, you can't see who fucking did it because there's so many people.
I can't believe they threw it.
That's fucking
That's
dirty.
dog. I've done it, but you piss in it, and then you either just try to dig a hole and tip it
Yeah,
out,
yeah.
or you just
Throwing
leave it
it's
there.
a fucking.
Throwing
Oh,
it's
it's
not
disgusting.
on. That's
dude.
not on, guys.
Yeah.
But I get it because you don't want to go all the way back. Then you got to push through. My friends are there. It's like, fuck off.
Yeah. Mosh pits are. I'm glad I'm over that.
Do you
I
think
did
it
that
was
when I was like
females
16.
piss or males?
Definitely
piss?
males.
Oh yeah,
Males
so
are
you don't
gross.
want that. You don't want that. In the nightclub I used to work at in Wollongong, there was quite a few times I'd pick up cups near the pokies especially, and sometimes on the dance floor, and it wasn't even that busy dance floor, and they were very warm. I'm
Fuck,
like,
to do it on the dance floor.
who got a hot cocktail?
Fuck, I used to go to, when I was in Canberra, Mooseheads, you could go like upstairs and you could look down onto the dance floor, and there was a few times we saw like dudes just like fingering chicks on the dance floor. I was like, that is crazy. Like, you'd literally just see them going for it and shit.
You've never fingered anyone on the dance floor?
I don't think so. I had a chick once who tried
It's
to
a
grab
wild
my...
ride. It's a wild ride,
I had a chick who
baby.
tried to go down the front of my pants on the dance floor. It was fucking full on. I was like, Jesus.
Yeah, I had that
Yeah.
at like
It's a bit much. I don't
like
like it.
9 p.m. and it was an empty dance floor and
Yeah.
everyone was just watching. I was like, nah, please don't.
Yeah.
I'd already come to. I was like,
Oh, of
stop,
course.
Stop.
Yeah, just the thought of a hand going down the pants.
It's funny because you get so drunk, you just think you're in your own world. You forget other
Oh,
people
yeah.
are sober, and you're like, why would I not be able to finger someone right now? And then just
So bad.
everyone's looking at you.
That's actually, yeah.
We when I was working there, the guards used to just tell me. They'd tell all the boys if something was happening and would go watch, and then they'd kick me out. Like there was a couple in the guys' bathroom. Fuck, it was gross.
You used to look through the cracks
Yeah.
of dicks, didn't you?
Nah, not yeah. Well, you have to look through if you think they're throwing up or
Really?
doing drugs.
Throwing up?
Yeah, yeah,
For
yeah.
RSA?
No, yeah, for RSA, and I'm the one who's got to fucking clean it, so I'll get them out quick, smart. But there was one time I was in there and I was like, oh, that's too many legs in that store, and it was proper, just girl down on her knees sucking some dick.
Oh
Like
shit!
she was getting paid like real hard. Like I think
She was getting paid.
Well, I think she was on some proper pingers, and she was just fucking doing it to the beat.
She was doing it like it was gum.
To the beat, like it was gum.
Yeah.
Just chewing on that.
Chewing on the dick.
And and I think I've told about this. Was in my very first live show ever. I think I told this story, a shortened version of it, and I got everyone. I was like, oi, I got all the guards. I go, come have a look at this. One guy come in, he's like, fuck, that's funny. He's going, Mitch is going to love this. We're going to got Mitch.
Oh, no.
And there wasn't that much on that night. Some of the bar girls even up coming in to have a look.
Did the guy realise, or was he out of it as well?
Well, that's what happened. Eventually, one of the it was a big Maori bouncer, like fucking unit, just bangs, goes, get the fuck out. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. And he was talking to the cum in his balls.
No, he wasn't.
Oh, okay.
And it was funny, just the different ways they exited the cubicle. So the door opens. They're expecting one security guard. There was 8 of us. At least 4 phones were out.
Oh, jeez.
And she was like, ran, ashamed. And the guy was like it was like the Fonz.
That's so
he
funny.
was like finger gunning and shit.
He was so proud of himself.
But they were like crack. They were not crackheads, but they were some rough units.
Yeah.
You're not going to be on your knees in the
That's
bathroom
fucking rank.
if you're
In
not a rough
nightclub
unit.
bathrooms.
If you're not a rough
That's
unit.
like there was that story that went around like maybe a year ago of the couple on the plane fucking.
In the toilet or on the seat?
On the fucking seat.
No way.
Yeah, and they were like kind of a cracky. They didn't even know each other. Must have both been pissheads, just like crackheads. And they're like full went for it, and they're like fucking on the seats.
What are the chances they would be sitting next to each other?
That's crazy.
What position? Her on top, I guess.
I think it was, yeah.
Fuck, imagine me the one next to him.
Yeah, fuck. Sitting next to people on
One
the
thing-
plane's already the worst.
One thing watching from across, but fucking hell. And that you can't even kick them off. You've got, I guess, do you separate them? Do you hose them down? How do you stop that?
Yeah, I don't know. You just fucking throw
Because they don't
airline
have
peanuts at
security
them.
on airlines.
No, it'd be shit being a flight
I
attendant.
always wondered how that worked. It was like, because no one who are flight attendants seemed like they could separate a horny couple. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
It's pretty like weak people. They're
There's
not.
some
They
burly
don't do
women.
arms day.
No, there's some burly women though.
Nah, they're usually pretty thin and
On
hot.
American planes, they have those air marshals or whatever.
Right, so I was like, what happens if shit goes down between bogans on an Australian flight?
Oh, dude,
You're on a Jetstar flight.
you're fucked.
You know what I mean? Someone
Yeah.
says Thailand's better than Bali. You know what I mean? Everyone blows up. They're throwing. How do you stop that?
You don't. You just lock yourself in the cockpit until it's
I've
over.
got a theory about air safety. There should be a sleeping gas that can come through the vents. So terrorists hold up a plane. They got guns, they got knives, water pistols, whatever they use. The woman's like, oh, we got a code 22. Pilot obviously throws bucket of piss on him. He's like, no, that's a code 23. You're not in Amsterdam anymore.
That would not work.
You're not in Amsterdam.
Even terrorists don't want piss on them.
Yeah, well, but that would make him angrier too.
Mm.
But yeah, press a button, sleeping gas comes out through the vents. And it's, you can't see it.
Right. What if it gets the pilot as well?
No, it goes out in the fucking...
What if it goes through the door and he just crashes anyway?
Well, he puts on a mask or something. I don't
Okay.
know. Or he builds up an immunity to it. That's part of his training. They get paid enough. But don't you think that's a good idea?
Yeah, I like it. I think, like, wouldn't just the oxygen fuck people up and they'd all pass out anyway? I don't know.
So how do you get rid of their oxygen? Just turn off the oxygen.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that would be more dangerous to like
Yeah, you're probably right.
civilians.
Yeah.
I was like, what sort of... Or you just shoot open a window and then suck everyone out through the like...
Yeah. Do that.
Mm. But yeah, so red light district is pretty wild.
Yeah, I haven't seen any sex shows before though. That'd be full on.
I don't know why I didn't. Oh, I do know I was stoned, but I would like to direct a sex show.
Really? Like call out positions, like left hand blue.
Not even just that, just the whole. I'd want to make it like a wrestling event. Do you know what I mean? So there's like different plot twists. It's almost like half Jerry Springer.
Oh right, that kind of wrestling.
Yeah, that sort of wrestling. So it's like half Jerry Springer, and it's like starts off and it's like storyline. It's like a porno. Okay.
Yeah,
there's
wow.
A storyline. As a soliloquy, Sandra starts it off.
Do they have
It's
like
oh, when will I find my man? And Bruce comes in and goes, "How you going?" She goes, "Hey, how you going?" He's like, "Oh, I think I used to teach you."
Oh wow, this is very specific.
Very specific. No, but then you direct it, and then it's like an event, and so they're like fucking.
And so like they tag team and shit. Someone else runs in.
Or someone comes in and is like, "What are you doing with my
Mom?"
And it's like, "Oh, sorry." And so it's kind of like a live, but also an interactive porno, so you can vote people on and off.
Like Big Brother house.
So you're like, what position? Like like interactive, like Bandersnatch, that Netflix.
So is
Black
this a
Mirror.
stage show or some kind of fucking online
But
thing?
no, it's a stage show. But in their seats, they're like, "Oh, what position should Bruce fuck me in? I don't know. I can't decide." And then
They've
it
got
comes
like
up
little
their
remotes.
controllers. Yeah,
Yeah, right.
they're like, A is doggy style, B missionary. That's probably what you would pick.
Yep.
C
Hitter.
is
Hit her.
Whoa, that's Chris Brown. It's called the Chris Brown. Is C for Chris, and that one, if you press that, you get identified and you get on a watch list. So it's actually we're helping the, and D is just a spit fuck. So they both keep spitting on each
my
other
God.
and fuck.
I
We've
feel like
all done
that's-
it. We've all done
I
it.
feel like that's what you'd do, but it'd be a one way of you just spitting on the woman.
Why? To try to lube her up.
Nah, just disrespectful.
Have you never spat during sex?
No, definitely not.
No, not on the face, on the puss. On the puss.
I'd get lubricant or something.
You're a gentleman.
Yeah.
I don't usually spit. No, I should say that.
I think you're spitting on the face.
Oh, I've been spat on. Girl spat on me before. Did
Why?
I not supposed to?
Why?
I don't know. I actually didn't know either. I was like,
Do you know when I was in Spain for the running of the bulls, I went and we didn't book accommodation because it was so expensive, and we're like, oh, we'll just figure it out when we're there. Everything's booked out, so we were sleeping. We had like a tent, and we were like, we'll just sleep in the park.
Yeah.
And we were going through the park at night, and there was just a couple fucking behind a hedge. And then there was all these Sudanese men standing around watching. Like this white couple just going for it behind a hedge, and probably about 6 Sudanese men watching. And we were all pretty drunk, and we were like, what the hell is happening here? And all the Sudanese guys were like loving it and high-fiving us and shit.
That's sick.
It was fucking weird as fuck.
That is really good. And, and were they voting on what positions they were
They should
able
have.
to do?
They were going, do doggy.
Dude.
That's what they were calling
Good
out.
accent.
Thanks. They go, there's no pussy down there. Yeah, it was all that.
What?
I don't know.
There's
They were
no
saying it.
pussy down there.
Yeah, they were doing anal.
Okay, got it. I don't know how we got onto that topic, but yeah, red light district.
That's
So,
how.
sex shows. So I've never seen a sex show. When I was there, I was really poor and really stoned. So I just stood about them. If you don't know, you walk in the red light district. There's all these rooms lit up by a red light. It's actually why it's called that. I never thought it would be.
Red light's it's consistent.
And it's like the hottest. No, but a lot of red light districts don't actually have red lights. They're just seedy areas.
No,
Like King's Cross was considered a red light district.
but a lot of brothels have a red light out the front. That's why you know it's a brothel. That's the thing.
Yep.
Mm.
You can sniff out a broth, can't you?
Me?
Yes.
I
Because
used
you
to
lived.
li-
We've
yeah.
sold this story because you used to live across from one. You can sniff them out now.
Yeah, they smell like fucking cum and sadness.
a lot of sadness. So I was there and I was just awestruck. I was by the amount of amazing looking women. Like they are models.
I reckon you had sex with a prostitute.
No.
You heard it here first. I reckon you did. You were
I wouldn't care.
There was a look
if
in
I
your
did.
eye
I did
then.
not have the money. I was like, it was some that was so beautiful. You're like, oh, I can save you from this life. I'm taking you home. I'm gonna bring you home to my parents. It's all right. It's all right, Roxanne. But and there's a lot of different. I've heard if you keep walking, you can get whatever sort you want.
In terms of
They'll be at the front of the window. You pick a shape, size
right. That's what you mean.
of a client. No. Hooker. You can get it.
Yeah, right.
And so one I just waved at for ages, and she got heaps cut because I was stoned. We found it heaps funny.
That would have been annoying.
Yeah. Fuck 'em.
Yeah, I remember we were in this cafe. They call them coffee shops or whatever. And I was like, oh, I'll get a joint. I don't normally smoke. And I was like, I'll get a joint. And I thought there was like 4 of us, and I thought everyone was going to smoke it with me.
Yeah.
And everyone else was like, once I'd already bought it, they were like, nah, we want to go to the bar. And I go, oh, I've just bought this. So I was like, everyone was impatient, so I smoked it real fast, just by myself. And then as soon as I finished, everyone was impatient. So everyone stood up and went to go. And then I stood up and I was like, oh, fuck. And then we went out the front, and then I got just jelly legs, and I fell like some kind of slinky man on the street and just like fell in slow motion to the ground. There's people like eating dinner and shit. It was way too early.
And
Embarrassing.
They roll heaps big joints
Oh,
over
dude,
there
they're like
too.
the cone shape.
Yeah. They're more like blunts, I guess.
Yeah, they're fucking big.
Because I don't really smoke that much weed either, which would surprise a lot of our listeners. I know I sound like I do.
You sound like you smoke meth.
With
that laugh.
But when I was
hey.
I was in Rotterdam before I went to Amsterdam, and there was this Dutch black guy who worked at the hostel, and so he showed me how he rolled them, and then I smoked it with him, and fuck, it cooked me.
Oh, dude, I can't. I get so paranoid.
It cooked me.
I can't even handle it. I think everyone's gonna kill me or something.
Like, what sort of paranoia do you get? Like funny ones?
Nah.
But like Hitler's alive.
No. It's more like
He is, bro.
I'm gonna pass out and I'm with a stranger.
And they're gonna fuck you.
Yeah. Something like that. It's
Really?
Yeah.
You're not attractive. Like, they're not
What do you mean?
No one's gonna fuck you if you pass out.
I don't know, man.
They won't even steal your clothes because they don't want to touch you.
That's rude, bro.
Okay, you are attractive. I would steal your clothes.
Thanks, bro.
I would steal your clothes.
This jacket?
Let's go to our trending topics, Thomas. What do we got this week?
We got nothing, dude. What are you talking
We've
about?
got some stories.
We've gone through every story.
Ash Barty won the French Open.
You already mentioned that.
Oh, fucking hell. I'm scattered, eh?
You sure are.
No, I saved some stories.
Dude, it's 40 minutes. Let's go through some messages.
No, I've got this. So this is like one of those stories that went viral on Twitter. And everyone's like, this is so funny, crazy thread.
Yeah.
And I'm reading it, and I'm like, this isn't fucking real. But it might be real. Okay, so these are the tweets. I'm reading them. This is the Twitter handle is I don't fucking know. Because it's in an article form. Twitter. 1. My dad died. Classic start to a funny story. He was buried in a small village in Sussex. I was really close to my dad, so I visited his grave a lot. I still do. Brackets. Don't worry, it gets funnier. Oh. I always took flowers, and my mum visited a lot, and she always took flowers. My grandparents were still alive, then they took flowers. My dad's grave frequently resembled a solid third place at the Chelsea flower show.
Oh, that's a shit joke.
Yeah, I know. So
was that the bit? Was that the bit that got funny?
So I'm like, he's writing it so shit. This might actually be real. Nice, but I felt bad for the guy buried next to my dad. He never had flowers. Died on Christmas Day, age 37. No one left him flowers. Now there's a pop-up florist in the grave next door. So I started buying him flowers. I started buying flowers for a deceased man I'd never met. I did this for quite some time, but I never mentioned it to anyone. It was like a private little joke on myself. I was making the world a better place, one bunch of flowers at a time. I know it
Is
sounds,
that a joke?
I know it sounds weird, but I came to think of him as a friend. I'd believe someone would do that.
I
you know?
believe it too, but I don't know if you do it as a joke.
No, it was more like, okay, I'm gonna,
Yeah.
and that's why he's like, I'm making the world a better place. I reckon he's
Yeah.
on himself. Like, look at how good a person.
Yeah,
I
it's
am.
like, oh, I'm just doing it for myself, but I'm also writing it.
Yeah. I'm also telling everyone about it.
Yeah.
I wondered if there was a hidden connection between us, something secretly drawing me to him. Maybe we went to the same school or played the same football club or whatever. So he was interested about the dead guy. So I Googled his name, and 10 seconds later, I found him. His wife didn't leave him flowers because he'd murdered her. This is true. On Christmas Day.
That's so funny.
After he'd murdered his wife, he murdered her parents too.
Holy shit.
And after that, he jumped in front of the only train going through Balcombe Tunnel that Christmas night. That's why no one ever left him flowers. No one except me, of course. I left him flowers every couple of weeks. Every couple of weeks for 2.5 years.
Jesus.
I was like, that's a fucking
That's
good
funny.
twist to that story. That's funny as shit, eh?
I feel
Like dark.
yeah.
It's dark, but it's dark funny.
But they still buried him and gave him a grave and shit. You think you just wouldn't?
What, are you just going to leave it?
Just fucking
Leave him on the
let
train
him be
tracks.
cremated and just put him in the bin.
But it doesn't matter if you kill someone, you still get, like, when you're dead, you still get whatever you want.
Whatever you want.
Will you still be buried or cremated?
People still have to make the decision.
But I think it's in your will. And if you got the money.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
But anyway, I felt terrible for his wife and her parents, and I wasn't going to leave them flowers every couple of weeks for 2.5 years, but I did feel like I owed them some sort of apology. Found out where they were buried, bought flowers, drove to the cemetery. As I was standing at their graves, mumbling apologies. Wait for this. A woman appeared behind me. She wanted to know who I was and why I was leaving flowers for her aunt and grandparents. Awkward. I explained, and she said, okay, that's weird, but quite sweet. I said, thanks. Yeah, it is a bit weird. And oh God, I asked her out for a drink. Incredibly, she said yes. 2 years later, she said yes again when I asked her to marry me because
What
that's how I met my wife.
This cunt's got too much time on his hands.
What?
He doesn't have much of a social circle, does he? His best mate's a fucking murdering dead dude. And he married his daughter. Or whatever,
What
niece.
the fuck, eh?
That's a weird story.
What the fuck? Even to make that story up is weird. To have it happen is even
That's
weirder.
fucking weird. And to feel sorry for an empty grave, like flowers, they don't know you're giving them flowers, just so we know. They're dead, dude.
Flowers are fucking expensive, man.
Yeah, flowers are so
That's
expensive.
why you should just grow your own and then sell them.
Yeah.
Money. Sell them at the sex show.
Sex
Hey.
show.
Yeah, when I direct my sex show.
Oh, yeah, right. That's a good idea.
And buckets of piss. Or if you don't like it, you can throw buckets of piss. And if you like it, you throw dildos on stage.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, imagine getting a bucket of piss.
So when you buy your ticket, $20, you get a bucket of piss and dildos. And so at the end of the show, they're like, "What do you think, everyone?" Buckets of piss if you don't like. Dildos.
So it's
if
like
you
a
do
weird
like.
ready, steady cook.
Yeah, kind of
Yeah.
like that.
Have you ever been to the strip club in LA?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you're not allowed to drink.
Yeah, we had this conversation too.
Did we?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Whoa.
I forget this instantly.
Yeah, I think because I definitely because you can't drink if they're fully nude, so you just got to have Coke
Yeah,
and
it's
shit.
fucking weird, bro.
Mm. When we're going to LA on July, me and Tom will try all the strip clubs just for you, and we'll tell you if the rules
I'm
have
not
changed.
going back.
Yeah, he says he's not, but
Nah, I'm not going
when
back,
Frank
man.
the Tank comes out,
Frank the Tank won't go to a strip club without booze.
yeah, we'll get you cooked before, you'll get tanked before, and then we'll be like, let's go strip club, Frank, and you'll be like, yeah, choo choo,
It's so lame.
choo choo,
Have a fucking coffee again.
choo choo, chugga 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 chugga, choo choo,
All right. Are you going to chug the rest of the podcast to fill
chugga
time?
chugga chugga chugga.
All right. Here's some reviews. This one's called Ken Oath, lads. Binged every episode of over the last 3 days whilst at work. Funny as fuck, lads. Frenchy, get some sleep and don't breach your 50 meters from schools, Tom Dom. Tom Dom. Like condom. Frenchy, sexiest man alive. I will carry all 11 children's plus one sub for your soccer team, family, Frenchy. On a completely unrelated topic, is hamburger pussy a deal breaker? I'm intrigued after listening to one of the songs from Frenchy's arousing album.
Oh,
Are you into chicks with hamburger pussy?
Me?
Obviously you.
Oh, no, that's a great question. So, for those who hasn't listened to it, my album Bangers and Trash, that Hamburger Pussy song is on it, and it's the most beautifully fucked song you'll ever hear. It starts off, the lyrics are, her flaps were tender and caramelized, hugged by the sweetest pair of thighs.
Ugh,
It's always the pretty ones with the hamburger pussy. But it's essentially, we were going to call it There's Someone for Everyone. Okay?
Mm.
So one of my friends had sex with a girl and she had a bit of a flappy pussy. It was like, that's what we say in the song, like a hamburger with a lot. The cheese is poking out. Like a roast beef sandwich and it's
Yeah, I think we got it.
cheese, a lot of cheese.
Yeah, we got it.
But he also, and I was thinking about this, he's ripping on it. I'm like, bro, I'm going to be honest, I've seen your cock and I could barely see it. It's
because it was in the dark and you were sucking on it.
No, because it was so tiny, and then
That's unfortunate.
And so I called it. Used to call him, say he had a pickle dick. And so the song was actually about how a guy with a pickle cock meets the hamburger pussy, fall in love, get married, have kids, and it's a love story. And
you didn't answer the question.
what was the question?
It was a long rant not to answer it. The question was, is hamburger pussy a deal breaker?
It's not a deal breaker. Fuck no. Who cares?
There you go.
Oh man, as long as it doesn't smell.
Oh my god.
No, that's
what if it smells like hamburger?
That's good. There you go.
She put some mustle in there, some picker juice.
Some muscle.
I can't talk.
I'm going to play the start of Hamburger Pussy for you guys. I want you to know, because how beautifully fucked this song is. You don't really understand.
Tender and caramelized, hugged by the sweetest pair of thighs. It's always the pretty ones with the hamburger pussy.
And wait, I want to play the end bit where Zach talks. It's so fucking funny. So it's about...
I've been told that his penis looks like a mutated baby's finger. That's not right. They say there's someone for everyone. Turned out all her hamburger needed was a pickle. Or a pickled dick, if you will.
Oh yeah, baby.
Oh yeah, baby. Hamburger pussy, not a problem a minute ago.
I fucking love it.
You were kind of jizzing just then. It was
Yo,
really strange.
So last week, me and my band went to the Blue Mountains to record some more songs, and they are the most amazing songs ever. Have you ever heard of the band The Beatles?
No.
Yeah, well, you won't have after you hear these songs. You're like, Beatles who? Paul McWho. That's what you'll say. McHootney. That's what you'll say. John Lennon who?
You're really talking it up.
They're not that good, but they're quite.
You gotta sell it lower.
But they're not gonna be out for 4 months.
Oh,
so I
true.
can talk
People
whatever
forget.
I want. Yeah, people whatever.
All right, this one says, loving it. So good. I've been hooked ever since I've been told about yous. Thanks, Kaz.
Oh, that was everyone's homework last week, was to tell a random friend about the podcast.
Oh, so someone might have passed.
So one of Tom's children must have obviously passed it on.
Done their homework.
Share it. I would like to think there's families. I like to think families. There's a 5-year-old son, 9-year-old daughter, 15-year-old moody twins.
It's like the Brady Bunch.
The Brady
Frenchy
bunch. And the parents are there. They've got their KFC put on the table. They go, okay, kids, let's put on the podcast. And they listen as a family and they laugh. And that's how I think people listen to our podcasts.
That's beautiful, man.
Yeah. And sometimes they pause it and they ask questions. They go, Mum, why does Tom make so many pedo jokes? And Mum has to respond and say it's because he's obviously obsessed with children.
Yep. All checks out. This one says, thanks for providing quality laughs. You guys are hilarious. I've only just started listening to your podcasts, but they never fail to make me laugh. Keep up the great work, guys. I do prefer watching the podcast on YouTube, though. I think Frenchy is a total babe and super cute.
No way.
That's from Claire95.
No way. That actually
Yeah.
sounds like a female.
Yeah, you'd think so with the name Claire. This one says, hashtag Scotty is my cousin.
Thinks that with the name Claire.
If a fish's growth depends on the size of the tank they live in, is that why Tom's wee-wee is small? Because its habitat is so small.
You cunts are cooked. So wait.
Are they
so
saying my pants are
your
small?
pants are small? Your
or
underwear?
or my room is small?
The
The cage I live in?
I think it's a pedo joke.
Oh, now I get it. That took us a while, eh? That's funny.
Oh, we really
That's
need to get
good.
this jar going.
Frenchie
Wait,
is...
I was thinking about it, guys. Listen up. I want to
I
do.
think they are listening.
Well, I was like, fuck, how good would a podcast Christmas party be? You know, and we all dress up, we make it themed too, and we just get cooked, and then I DJ. Slash
lost me
choose a playlist.
You lost me at the DJ.
Okay. You can too. And then I was like, fuck, that's so long away. We should do like a Christmas in July party.
In July. Fuck, we're away in July,
Christmas
bro.
is so long away.
We're away in July.
We'll do an international one for everyone listening.
What does that mean?
Oh, well, no, I mean for everyone in America. We'll do the Christmas in July. We've got a lot of LA fans, Tom. We could not have more.
I don't think we have any.
Not with that attitude.
All right.
But anyway, that's a good idea.
Maybe
Yeah.
at Christmas.
Maybe at Christmas then.
This one says, Frenchie is my dad. I'm 15 and dummy thick, and Frenchie is my proven biological father.
Yep.
Also, I wanted to tickle
That'll
Tom's
be-
taint, but I was worried that I'm too old for him.
Was that Jared?
From Subway? No, it was Be the Man on My Moon.
Oh, a different son.
Hashtag
Different son.
Tom's a pedo. Hashtag Frenchie's my dad.
Okay, there's a
Mm.
new hashtag getting thrown around. Don't hate it. Don't hate it. How
Alright.
much is child support?
I don't know. Do you owe it?
I've been thinking. I was like,
Fuck.
is it? It's a percentage of your wage, yeah.
I think it's just living costs and
Yeah,
stuff.
kids aren't worth it. They're not worth it.
Legends. Hey, Tom and Frenchie. I'm in year 7 and I have listened to your since you started making podcasts. Year 7.
Yep. Tom, what Tom?
Nothing.
I'm releasing an Ask Mr. French this week. The topic was on America.
Topic.
Oh, fuck. Check out these questions we got. I want you to see these. So, well, that just made me think of it because I was like, year 7, doesn't matter. Check this out, Tom. So the very first question we got, what happens, guys who don't know, is I get people to ask questions underneath the previous video, and it's Ask Mr. French. It's because I used to be a teacher. It's like I'm imparting my knowledge. I had Lachlan from Fairbairn Films on the last one, and that topic was about sport. Next one's going to be about America. So I'm like, everyone ask me America questions. And Lachlan's he's like 20 or something.
Yeah, he's young.
He's 20, 21, young kid. He's a legend. And the top comment was, why was Tom replaced with the type of victim Tom chooses?
That's good.
And and there was actually a lot about you. And I thought to end this, I could ask you some of these questions.
Good.
See your thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
I once came in my armpit and left it there because it was the middle of the night and I was too tired to clean up.
I love that. Then you wake up and you just wax your armpit with your cum.
That's how waxing works.
It basically is.
I got waxed in Brazil.
That's right. I remember that was one of your early videos.
That was one of my early
Heaps
videos.
of dudes just watched it jerked off to you.
To celebrate, I think it was only 10,000 subscribers or something like that. It wasn't many. I was like, I'm going to get waxed in Brazil. And I was there for the World Cup, and all the boys came. It was in the morning. We were on the beers. It was a laugh. We're having a laugh, but she used dodgy wax.
It would have fucking hurt, eh?
Fucking hurt. I
Yeah.
had real long pubes. I didn't even trim at that stage.
What the fuck? Weren't you like 30 then?
They were long. And she did my crack too. And
Oh,
the boys
fuck.
are watching.
Oh, Jesus. That's a
It was pretty
nightmare.
fucked thinking about it.
Yeah, that's full
Because
on.
you got to spread it and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
It's
that's-
weird.
That's really weird, man.
Have you ever had it done?
No.
You should.
Why?
Oh, yeah, it's funny.
Okay.
Feels nice too. It looks bigger.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Can't look smaller
Mm.
physically.
Would you rather lick Donald Trump's toes or his dingleberries?
Oh, Jesus. His toes.
Why?
Dingleberries.
What are they?
Isn't that the shit that sticks to your fucking ass hair or something? Or is that dag?
I don't know.
I don't know. I think it's the same.
You're telling the story.
I think it's the same.
If school shootings were an Olympic sport, would USA still be first?
Absolutely. Absolutely they would.
When we did that, we didn't even answer it. We're like, fuck, that's too edgy. And you're like, fuck, yeah.
Well, it's true. They're number one.
What about, like, Uganda and stuff?
They don't have schools.
Okay. And there you go. That's all the questions.
You excited for America?
I think the best part about America will just be spending some time with my friend Tom. That's what I'm excited
Is there
for.
you got a friend Tom over there?
I just think, you know what? We can do a podcast every single day.
We could. We
Mm.
probably have fuck all to talk about.
No, I reckon what we do is we perch on a street. Like
Jesus
first
Christ.
floor, second floor, overlooking a street. And we just say things we see. And when
So it's like an observation.
it's like an observation. We'll go, oh, there's a man in a grey jumper walking towards us.
I want to do a lot of mukbangs where we try.
It sounds sexual. I like it.
It's not. It's just where you eat food, but like eating cool fast foods and then just filming our first taste.
Like what sort of fast food?
I don't know.
You just mukbang, you just eat food and be
Mhm.
like, fuck, that was
So
good.
you just talk about it while you eat. That's what I'm going to be
That's
filming.
what's the tricky part is that I'm not that expressive.
You don't have to be.
I'd be like, fuck, that was pretty good, eh?
Yeah.
And they're like, how's that one? It's like, yeah, not bad, eh? Well, then what about the other one? Yeah, pretty good. Yeah, all right.
Oh, that's shit.
Nah, not
Yeah,
about
nah.
that one. Not about that one.
All right, should we end with our national anthem from last week?
Yeah, so we wrote a new national anthem.
It's very
That's what we were
good.
talking about last week.
Should we sing it?
It's very, very good. I do the second verse. Tom does the first verse. So I'll let him start it off,
Mhm.
and then I'll come in with my verse.
Yeah, nah. Yeah,
No. It's a new one. The new one we practiced. That was last. We practiced.
I'm doing the
new
one from last week.
No, do the one we just practiced. Come on. We've been working on the lyrics. You know it.
You can start.
Okay.
This is your little game.
Australia, Order of Australia, you got these awards. Good on you, Ida Butt Rose. Ha ha ha, funny name. I don't know. Your fucking notepad's got nothing on it.
See you next week, guys.
Yeah.